You've probably noticed that little things start to feel a bit different as the years tick by. Right. Things you've done your whole life without a second thought. Maybe you're just a touch slower getting up from a chair. Or perhaps you need a little more light to read the newspaper. These are normal changes, a natural part of the incredible journey of getting older. But here's a reality that can sometimes feel a bit harsh. Some things, common everyday activities, actually become a little bit dangerous once you pass that milestone of 65. It's not about being frail or incapable. Not at all. It's simply that our bodies change. Our reflexes might not be quite as lightning fast. And our resilience isn't quite what it was in our younger days. What was a minor inconvenience before could potentially lead to a bigger problem now. It's a quiet shift. One you might not even fully notice until something happens. But understanding these changes, these potential hidden risks in plain sight, isn't about fear. It's about empowerment. It's about having the knowledge to navigate your life safely, confidently, and independently for years to come. In this video, we're going to gently explore 5 common things that many people don't realize can pose a greater risk after 65 and, more importantly, what you can do about it. Think of this as a friendly heads-up from someone who cares about you continuing to live your best life. There's a little secret tucked away in this advice that might surprise you. Something you can do right now that makes a huge difference. So please, watch right through to the very end. Let's start with something incredibly common, something we all do every single day, often multiple times a day, without thinking, simply moving around. What I'm talking about here are falls. Now, you might think, a fall, I've fallen before. It's just a bump. And yes, when you're younger, a fall might just mean a scraped knee or a bruised ego. But as we get older, particularly after 65, a fall can have much more serious consequences. Bones can become less dense, meaning they're more likely to break. Hips, wrists, ankles, these are common fracture sites. A broken bone can lead to a hospital stay, surgery, lengthy rehabilitation, and sometimes a real loss of independence. It's not just about the physical injury, either. The fear of falling can become a huge barrier. It can make you hesitant to go out, to participate in activities you love, to even move around your own home. This fear can lead to isolation and a decline in physical condition, which, ironically, can increase your risk of falling again. So, why does falling become more dangerous? Several factors come into play. Our balance systems, which rely on input from our inner ear, our eyes, and the feeling in our feet and joints, can become less sharp. Muscle strength and flexibility naturally decrease over time, which can make it harder to catch yourself if you stumble. Vision changes can make it harder to spot hazards like uneven sidewalks or misplaced rugs. Certain medications, which we'll touch on later, can also cause dizziness or affect balance. Even simple things like tripping over a pet, rushing to answer the phone, or navigating stairs in poor light become higher stakes activities. The good news is, there is so much you can do to drastically reduce your risk. Start with your home environment. Take a walk through your house or apartment and look for tripping hazards with fresh eyes. Are there throw rugs that could slip? Get rid of them or secure them with double-sided tape. Are pathways cluttered? Clear them. Is the lighting adequate, especially in hallways and on stairs? Install brighter bulbs or add nightlights. Is the bathroom safe? Grab bars near the toilet and in the shower can make a world of difference. And a non-slip mat in the tub is essential. Think about your footwear. Shoes that are supportive, non-slip, and fit well are crucial. Even around the house, avoid walking in socks on slippery floors. Then, think about your body. Maintaining strength and balance is key. Simple exercises like standing on one foot while holding onto a counter, walking heel to toe, or doing gentle leg exercises can make a huge difference. Activities like Tai Chi or gentle yoga are fantastic for improving balance and flexibility. And importantly, if you ever feel dizzy or unsteady, sit down. Don't try to push through it. Talk to your doctor about any dizziness you experience. As it could be related to medication or an underlying condition, getting your vision checked regularly is also vital. Clear vision helps you spot those hazards. Falls might seem like a simple accident, but recognizing their increased danger after 65 and taking proactive steps is incredibly powerful for maintaining your health and freedom. It's not about living in fear, but about living smartly. Moving on from navigating our homes to navigating the world outside, let's talk about driving. For many of us, driving represents freedom and independence. It's how we get to the grocery store, visit family, attend appointments, and stay connected to our communities. We've likely been driving for decades, and it feels as natural as walking or breathing. But just like our balance and strength change, so too can the skills needed for safe driving. Reaction times can slow down, even by a fraction of a second, but that fraction can be critical in a sudden stop or unexpected maneuver. Vision issues, like difficulty seeing at night, increased sensitivity to glare, or reduced peripheral vision, can make driving more challenging and dangerous. Cognitive changes, even minor ones, can affect our ability to quickly process complex traffic situations and make rapid decisions. Physical limitations, such as stiffness in the neck or shoulders that makes it harder to check blind spots, or difficulty moving your foot quickly between the accelerator and the brake, can also pose risks. Now, this isn't about saying everyone over 65 should stop driving. Absolutely not. It's about being aware that the risks can increase and taking steps to mitigate them, and also honestly assessing when it might be time to hang up the keys. Many older adults are perfectly safe drivers, perhaps even safer in some ways because they tend to be more cautious and avoid risky behaviors. However, it's important to pay attention to the signs. Are you finding yourself getting lost on familiar routes? Are you having more close calls or minor accidents? Are family members expressing concerns? Do you feel anxious or stressed when driving, especially in heavy traffic or at night? These can be indicators that driving is becoming more challenging. Again, there are proactive steps you can take. Get your vision checked frequently and wear your prescribed glasses or contacts. If night driving or glare is a problem, try to limit driving to daytime hours. Many vehicles now have features like larger mirrors, backup cameras, and blind spot monitoring that can be helpful. Consider taking a senior driving refresher course. These courses often highlight age-related changes and provide strategies for safer driving. And they might even earn you a discount on your car insurance. Keep up with physical activity to maintain flexibility and strength needed for driving. And have open and honest conversations with your doctor and your family about your driving. They can offer perspective and support. There are also many wonderful transportation alternatives available today, from ride-sharing services to public transport options, and community programs that offer transportation for seniors. Planning for a future where you might drive less, or not at all, is part of maintaining your independence and safety. It's about making choices that keep you and others safe on the road, recognizing that the seasoned skill you've built over decades might need a little adjustment or support as time goes on. Now, let's delve into something that is often intended to help us, but which can sometimes present unexpected challenges as we age: medications. It's common as we get older to be taking more medications than we did in our younger years. For blood pressure, cholesterol, arthritis, sleep, you name it. Individually, each medication is prescribed for a reason, to manage a specific condition. But the more pills you take, the higher the chance of potential issues. What was safe and effective when you were younger, or even just a few years ago, might behave differently in your body now. This isn't just about obvious side effects like dizziness or an upset stomach, though those are certainly important to watch for and can contribute to other dangers we've discussed. Like falls, the real danger often lies in the interactions between different medications. One drug can affect how another drug is absorbed, metabolized, or eliminated by your body. This can make a medication too strong, leading to toxic effects, or too weak, meaning it's not doing its job. It can also create entirely new side effects that wouldn't happen if you were only taking one drug. For example, combining certain blood pressure medications with certain pain relievers can affect kidney function. Some combinations of cold medicines, sleep aids, or medications for anxiety can cause confusion, drowsiness, or a higher risk of falls. Even over-the-counter medications, supplements, and herbal remedies can interact with your prescription drugs. The risk increases significantly after 65 because our bodies process medications differently. Our kidneys and liver, which are responsible for clearing drugs from our system, may not work as efficiently. This means drugs can stay in our bodies longer, potentially building up to harmful levels. We also tend to be more sensitive to the effects of many medications, especially those that affect the brain, like sedatives or certain pain medications. The key here is vigilant management and communication. Every time you get a new prescription, or even pick up an over-the-counter product, ask your pharmacist or doctor about potential interactions with everything else you are taking, including supplements and herbals. Keep an up-to-date list of all your medications and dosages in your wallet or purse, and share it with all your healthcare providers, your primary doctor, specialists, and pharmacists. Don't be afraid to ask questions if you experience a new symptom, no matter how minor it seems. Consider if it could be related to a medication and discuss it with your doctor. Sometimes, a simple adjustment in dosage or switching to a different medication can resolve the issue and significantly improve your safety and quality of life. Medication reviews are also incredibly valuable. This is when your doctor or pharmacist goes through all your medications with you to check for interactions, side effects, and to ensure you're still taking the right drugs for your current health needs. Many pharmacies offer this service. Don't hesitate to request one. Taking charge of your medication list and being proactive in discussing it with your healthcare team is a powerful way to turn a potential hidden danger into a well-managed part of your health routine. It's about ensuring the things meant to help you are doing just that, safely and effectively. Following on from managing what we put in our bodies in terms of medicine, let's think about something equally vital: fluids. Specifically, staying properly hydrated. We all know drinking water is important, but the danger of dehydration becomes much more significant and can creep up on you suddenly. After 65. Why? Several reasons. Our sense of thirst can diminish as we age, meaning we might not feel thirsty until we are already quite dehydrated. Our bodies also have less total body water compared to younger adults. Conditions common in older age, like diabetes or kidney disease, can affect fluid balance. Certain medications, particularly diuretics often prescribed for blood pressure or heart failure, can cause increased fluid loss. Add to this factors like hot weather, illness especially with fever, vomiting, or diarrhea, or even just not having drinks readily available, or being hesitant to drink much to avoid frequent trips to the bathroom, and the risk escalates quickly. Dehydration isn't just about feeling a bit parched. The consequences can be serious and appear quite suddenly. Mild to moderate dehydration can cause dizziness, fatigue, confusion, and weakness, all things that increase the risk of falls. Severe dehydration can lead to more critical problems like kidney stones, urinary tract infections, electrolyte imbalances which can affect heart function, heat exhaustion or heat stroke, and even hospitalization. It can happen faster than you think, sometimes within a day or two if you're unwell or it's very hot. So, how do you combat this quiet danger? It's about being mindful and proactive. Don't wait until you feel thirsty to drink. Try to sip fluids consistently throughout the day. Keep a water bottle or glass of water within easy reach wherever you are, by your favorite chair, on your bedside table. If plain water feels boring, try adding a slice of lemon or cucumber, or opt for other hydrating fluids like herbal teas, diluted fruit juice, or clear broths. Fruits and vegetables with high water content, like watermelon, cucumbers, oranges, and strawberries also contribute to your fluid intake. If you're going to be outside in the heat, or if you're feeling unwell, make a conscious effort to increase your fluid intake. Pay attention to the color of your urine. If it's consistently dark yellow, you likely need to drink more. If you have specific health conditions or are taking diuretics, talk to your doctor about how much fluid is right for you. They can provide personalized guidance. Sometimes, medical conditions or mobility issues make it difficult to get drinks for yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for help from family, friends, or caregivers. Making hydration a daily priority, like taking your medications or brushing your teeth, is a simple but incredibly effective step in protecting your health and preventing a cascade of potential problems. It seems so basic, but overlooking it can have surprisingly dangerous consequences later in life. Finally, let's touch on something that might seem purely physical, but which requires us to be mindful of our changing bodies, lifting and straining. Throughout our lives, we lift things, groceries, grandchildren, garden tools, laundry baskets. For decades, we might have relied on brute strength or just muscled through tasks. But after 65, what was once a manageable lift can suddenly become dangerous. Our muscles naturally lose mass and strength over time, a process called sarcopenia. Our bones become less dense, making them more vulnerable to fractures under stress. Our connective tissues, like ligaments and tendons, can become less flexible. What does this mean in practical terms? Attempting to lift something too heavy, too quickly, or with poor technique can lead to serious injuries. Think about back injuries. A herniated disc can cause debilitating pain and long-term mobility issues. Shoulder or knee injuries can make everyday activities painful or impossible. Even something seemingly minor like lifting a heavy bag of soil in the garden can cause a significant strain or muscle tear that takes a long time to heal. And critically, straining or struggling with a heavy object can affect your balance, increasing the risk of a fall while you're holding something heavy, which compounds the danger significantly. This isn't about becoming completely unable to lift anything, but about recognizing your body's current capacity and respecting its limits. That heavy bag of dog food, maybe break it down into smaller bags or ask for help. Rearranging furniture. Don't try to move the heavy sofa by yourself. Recruit a friend or family member. Lifting grandchildren. Bend from your knees, not your back. And if they're getting too heavy to lift comfortably, find other ways to play and interact that don't involve lifting. Gardening is wonderful exercise, but use tools with long handles to avoid excessive bending and lifting, and opt for smaller bags of compost or soil. When you do need to lift something, even if it seems light, use proper technique. Stand close to the object. Bend your knees and keep your back straight. Lift with your legs, and avoid twisting while you lift. If something feels too heavy or awkward, listen to your body and don't try to be a hero. It's okay to ask for help. Many hardware stores and supermarkets have staff who can help load heavy items into your car. Delivery services for groceries and other goods are increasingly common and can be a worthwhile investment for heavier items. Maintaining muscle strength through regular exercise, even light resistance training or exercises using your own body weight, can help counteract some of the age-related muscle loss and make lifting safer when you do need to do it. But the most important thing is awareness. Recognizing that the lifting capacity you had at 40 is likely not the same at 70 is key. It's not a failing, it's just reality. And adjusting your approach is a sign of wisdom and self-care. So, we've talked about navigating our physical world, from avoiding falls and driving safely, to being mindful of medications, staying hydrated, and lifting smartly. These 5 things, falls, driving, medications, dehydration, and heavy lifting, might seem like unrelated issues. But they share a common thread. What was once routine or low risk can become significantly more dangerous after 65 due to natural changes in our bodies. But as we've explored, recognizing these potential dangers isn't about limiting your life. It's about making informed choices and taking simple, Practical steps to continue living fully and safely. Remember that fear of falling can be more debilitating than a fall itself. But proactive home modifications and balance exercises can drastically reduce your risk and boost your confidence. Understanding that driving skills can change isn't about giving up your keys prematurely, but about honest self-assessment, refresher courses, and exploring alternative transport options to maintain your mobility safely. Taking control of your medications by keeping an up-to-date list and having regular reviews with your doctor or pharmacist can prevent dangerous interactions and side effects you might not even realize are medication-related. Making a conscious effort to drink fluids throughout the day is a simple habit that prevents dehydration, a silent threat that can lead to confusion, falls, and serious health issues. And recognizing that your body's capacity for lifting changes means you can avoid painful injuries by asking for help or breaking tasks down, allowing you to continue enjoying activities like gardening and spending time with grandchildren without unnecessary risk. Each of these areas, while seemingly small, holds the potential for significant impact on your independence and well-being. The wonderful truth is, you hold a lot of power in your hands right now. Small adjustments in your habits, your environment, and your self-awareness can make a truly enormous difference in mitigating these risks. This isn't about dwelling on the negative aspects of aging. It's about embracing the wisdom that comes with experience and applying it to live a safer, healthier, and happier life. Your later years should be a time of enjoyment, connection, and pursuing the things you love, not a time dominated by worry or preventable accidents. By being proactive, by paying attention to these 5 common areas, you are actively choosing to protect your independence and your quality of life. This journey of aging is unique to everyone, and your body is still incredibly capable and resilient. It just needs a little extra understanding and care in certain areas. Don't underestimate the power of small, consistent efforts. They compound over time into significant benefits. What we've discussed today isn't about being afraid. It's about being prepared and empowered. It's about continuing to thrive. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any of these things becoming more challenging? Or have you already found solutions that work for you? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your perspective could be incredibly helpful to someone else watching this video. And if you found this information valuable, please give the video a thumbs up. It helps others find it. Also, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss future videos focused on living your best life at every age. Thank you for watching. And remember, with a little awareness and preparation, you can navigate the years ahead with confidence and joy. Live your best life at every age.